And 1 second. One second. All right. Okay, good evening, everybody. I am using the new broadcaster. I don't know if I sound good, if I sound like shit, if this is working, if the picture's working. I had no choice. It has resolution low and medium. High, pay more money. That's life, okay? What can I tell you? Well, thank you for all joining in, if you are in fact there. This looks pretty good. Okay, if you can see me, let me know. If you can't, I guess you can't answer the question. Let's talk about an interesting starter subject. Well, I have my soda. Because I see this all the time. Facebook, everywhere I've ever been, since I've been a kid. All women say, well, he always lies. He always lies. This guy lies. This guy lies. This guy lies. This guy lies. In fact, there was a thing going on in my high school of guys who lied that girls were hanging around. And it included everyone's name. And there is a reason guys lie to women. Women, you might want to pay attention to this. They might not. The reason is they are afraid, not like terrified or scared, but they're concerned that if they tell the truth, they will not be backed up. Like that didn't work out. Oh, what's wrong with you? So lying is a form of protection. And that, just to answer the question for so many women, why guys lie is because they don't believe the woman will back them up. Which is probably true. But now, of course, we're going to talk about the war of the sexes, because this war is getting out of hand, it's getting ugly, I would say it's getting dirty, but it's not. Every woman has this attitude. I mean, I can't imitate it, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm a self-empowered woman, you know, that usual line of bullshit, right? And every guy's scared of them. That's the world we live in today. First of all, women only say that because they don't have a man in their life. They want one. And if you know what you're doing, you can get one. And I suggest going to GaryBrodsky.com, the only real game in town. Yes. And this is the new broadcast, in case anybody says, why do I look so funny? Because to me, I'm looking at the little monitor here. I look a little funny, but maybe that's just the way I look, right? But with so much going on in the world, completely aware, we are in a world gone mad. Totally mad. And the point I want to get across to everybody is that my chair is stuck again. That's the second point. The first point is this. I have a bunch of pictures. I can't show them to you. I don't know how to do the screen share. Of the 60s. Guys and girls just hanging around, laying on each other's laps. And this is from colleges and, you know, some of the communes and stuff like that. Holding hands. Streets of Manhattan, Central Park, Sheet Meadow. Everybody laying around. Women sleeping on men, men sleeping on women. People holding each other, hugging. You don't see that anymore. Now, the question you must ask yourself is, did people change or did they change people? I'll answer that for you right now. They changed people. They stole your identity, they stole your sexuality, and they made women into a much more difficult state of mind to seduce. So if you want the hard stuff, I got the hard stuff. The stuff that will work, I don't care if she's ultra feminist, super feminist, with a man's haircut, it'll work. Because the DNA, what makes a person is what makes a person brainwashed or not. And this passes and bypasses all their work. Now, let's see if there's any questions. Somebody invited me to play Words of Wonder. I sometimes have to wonder. Okay. Wow, it just keeps scrolling here. Hey, everything just updated a few minutes ago, so I'm a few minutes behind. But really, it's so sad. And stay off online dating. I know I've had shows on online dating and stuff like that. Stay the fuck off. And I'll tell you why. Because you get so many choices, you won't pick anybody. And I guarantee if you have an online dating story, send it in. It is not a good one. Okay. Let's get to these questions. All right. Why don't women respect me and give me attention? I'm going to ask you the answer whether you like it or not. You don't take care of yourself, number one, probably. You don't command respect or attention. You don't walk into a room like an alpha male, and you are afraid to take control. Okay? There's your answer. I have no time for bullshit tonight. Maybe later on, but not now. Guys walk around dejected, beaten. I've been through a lot of shit lately. Do I look it? Yeah, I know. I've been hitting me with that one. But, you know, women already have a pussy. They don't need another one. Okay? Hope I got some laughs out of that, but it's a fact. And so many guys that you run into, I run into, and especially that women run into, are poster boys for politically correct, annoying assholes. And though that is the guy you do not want to be. You see them, you hear their voice, you don't want to emulate them. And all the other dating sites, the PUAs, that make fun of them, I'll tell you why. Oh, look, you could place your custom message here. Again, I will do that shit, right? Is they only talk about meeting people in bars. How do you in bars and clubs? I would hope there are some people out there a little bit more mature than to say, oh, I got to meet women, I got to go to the club. Because women are everywhere, and you got to be prepared like a warrior, like a soldier, like a conqueror to go after a woman anywhere at all. You see her? There she is. Huh. You got skid marks that day, you're out. You got to be, yeah, every day. Now I have some questions I never got to because as hey, Chris. Hi, Gary. Hi, Chris. The weather was starting to suck here on Sunday. It is Sunday afternoon. So what I did, I listened to my Gary Brodsky audios. That's what I fucking did. Specifically the power of the voice and how to be great in bed. I will not say what's in these audios. Anyone listening needs to go to GaryBrodsky.com and go now and be great in bed. Will serve men well beyond the bedroom. That is absolutely true. I've gotten, and thank you, Chris, but I've gotten stuff from women saying that was the best audio that guy ever listened to because it changed. It really has some really great moves. How to be great in bed at GaryBrodsky.com. But tragically, Chris, most guys don't even wind up in bed. Most guys don't wind up in a date. But on the positive side, for everybody listening, is if you know what you're doing in bed, the rest is easy. Because you know when it comes down to that end game, you got to beat. She is going to be screaming, and we're not talking about you have to have a rock hard. Doesn't matter. You're going to be great. Easier than you think. It is, as Chris told me not to tell everyone the secrets. There are secrets to being great in bed. And they're right there, all on the audio, How to Be Great in Bed at GaryBrodsky.com. Not good, not okay. Great in bed, so that, when you come home, your phone's ringing, hey, come on back. Steve, how are you? Thanks, Gary. I got your mojo bag. All right. I carry it with me to Walmart every day. Women chase me all around the store all night. Thanks, Steve. Well, Steve, they always work, and I appreciate the plug. And the reason they work is we test them. This is science that goes back almost 5,000 years. And mojo bags are available at occultforce.com. Thank you, Steve. I'm glad you're doing well. I have never gotten a call saying the mojo bag doesn't work. So they work. GaryBrodsky.com. One place. occultforce.com. You should get your mojo bags while they are on sale. Now what's funny is when things go off sale, more people buy stuff. Maybe you can explain it, because I certainly can't. I've had people go, well, people think if they're paying the low price, they're not getting anything worth the money. Maybe they're right. I try to get it affordable for everybody. That's just, I know the economy sucks. The gas prices just keep going up like this. Everything, Dunkin' Donuts went up. Now, lots of questions here tonight. Does the wealth organ help with gambling? Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to remember, okay, wealth has a certain power to it. And gambling, if it's bringing you wealth, it's not going to let you lose or get killed. And I've seen people play blackjack like morons and win with that, okay? I mean, like morons, hitting with 18 and pulling a deuce. I saw one guy who was drunk. He hit with 20, pulled an ace. So, yeah, does it help? Oh, absolutely. You want as much help as possible and as much information as possible. Knowledge is power. When it comes down to it, the greatest and most expensive commodity you can have is knowledge. Hey, GR, how you doing? Hi, Gary. I am grateful for you doing the show tonight. I want to ask you, does $1,000 have any good properties as oil for use? Oh, I'm sorry, S1000. Sorry, I thought it was $1,000. My mistake. Does S1000 have any good properties as an oil for spiritual workings? Oh, yeah. I just don't advertise that because most people don't like to do the work. They don't. You oil up a candle with that, green for money, and a guy last week did that and he wrote in, he's getting more business than he knows what to do with. He's got to hire help. It's a world that the people who know what they're doing, they all have this stuff. They may keep it in their lodges, but it's the same thing. Doesn't matter where you do it. Even Richie Cunningham's father with that hat, with the Pooh bar, and everyone laughed. He was in one of those lodges. Believe me, that's what goes on in there. I've been in enough of them. Yeah, and I look like an idiot with a hat. Then they make you buy the hat. Not fools. And a phone number. Okay, Gary, please explain the soap ritual. I have the audio. What side should the soap be on in the bucket? And how often do you redo the ritual? Okay, the soap ritual, which is on the occult special, which everybody got today in an email, is easy. You take a piece of soap. We'll pretend this is a piece of soap. You take a pen. We won't have to pretend this is a pen. And you write down the name of the problem. Nothing more than the name of the problem. If it's a person, you write them down. If it's a company, you write it down. If it's a lawyer, you write it down. If it's a girl, you write it down. If it's a debt, you write it down. And you put it face up in the soap. Not face down, face up. As that dissolves, your problem will dissolve. You can do this with disease, illness, any personal problems, like can't find a job. That will dissolve. Can't get laid. That will dissolve. And you can even try it on yourself. Great health. For me, put in there, guarantee health turns to shit. Just so if you want to try experiments, you know, I fucked myself up a lot with experiments. And back to the question board. As this thing slowly opens. Very slowly. Everything's updating at this moment. Oh, question for everybody watching. Am I coming in loud and clear? Because this is a new broadcaster. Anybody? No problem. Thank you. Okay. Time to smoke. And time for everyone to work out. Ugh. Nobody likes to put in the work anymore. We have become a domesticated society, and the last thing a woman wants, and the last thing anybody wants from a guy is a domesticated guy. I see them all over the place, and they make me sick. I'm not going to do any impersonations of them tonight. I don't know why. I just don't feel like it. I hear that voice too much, and it seems that there's more every day, more and more every day, a domesticated guy, okay? You want my advice? Get how to be a prick with women. Why? If a woman is a C word, she needs the P word, okay? That's how it works. You got to be a prick. And there's a guy with the most effeminate voice selling how to be a badass that women like. You ain't gonna shit from him, okay? I challenge him to come on this show. You know his name. Go check it out. You'll be laughing. His commercial is 3 hours long. How he is the best, the greatest. Yeah. He's 19. It's just so funny with the goldfish drawing. You know who the guy is. And he'll probably complain about this, you know, because I don't know, complain about his goldfish. Okay, I forgot to close this. I'm going to reopen it. Can anybody see and hear me clearly? That is the big question. Now, I get this question a lot. I just got that one. She never called me back. She never texted me back. I called her. I got a voicemail. Why? And this is for everybody. Why? Because you screwed up in the beginning. That's why. End of answer. That answers every question on why. You made a bad first impression and now you're a joke. That's because you didn't buy the audios. And I'll tell you a very powerful one if you ever have that situation, which happens to a lot of people, not me, of course. Make attraction, break attraction. And 2 words that will get you later paid every time. You will get not only called back, texted back, smoke signals. They'll be camping outside your house. And I still want to know if I'm coming in loud and clear here, okay? Nobody wants to answer that question. Other questions, yes, but no. Am I coming loud and clear? Sorry, we won't answer you. All right. Hey, Gary, I laughed my ass off when you said women already have a pussy. They don't need another one. Made my weekend. Women need a dick, preferably his. Women who are watching the show, Chris's dick is waiting for you. Yeah, I gotta start getting back. One show, just dick jokes. If I'm coming in loud and clear, because this is the new broadcaster and I have no alternative but to use this. I don't even know what to do when this thing ends. I don't even know how to shut this off. I may be here forever. You'll slowly watch me turn into a skeleton. Thanks, Gary. I love Happy Days. Thank you for introducing me to the show. Okay. I just close that. I want to share one piece of advice that will benefit all of your viewers. If you wish to be respected, you first must become respectable. If you wish to be loved, you first must become lovable. Great advice. Thank you. And it's so easy today. Just don't go along with the herd. Only dead fish swim with the stream. And it's just so sad to see so many men not fight for anything. I mean, it's got to be a mugger's paradise out there. Guys just don't look like they're going to fight. You can see. And I play this game. I can intimidate guys. And I don't like to do this, but sometimes I just like to play around. And, I do this in the gym sometimes. Like, hey, you using that or what? Oh, no, I'll take it. I don't like that. I'm just trying to really see how bad it's gotten. And it's gotten really bad. One guy threatened to call the police because I said to him one word, and the word was, what? I said, can you spot me on bench press just in case he gets stuck? He goes, I'm not certified. I go, what? You're getting threatening, I'm calling the police. That's what men are today. Think of how women react to that. Huh? I know there's some women watching this show. I want to hear from you. Come on. Not all at once. Okay, wow. Ah, great. Thank you. You're coming in loud and clear. Okay. The phone number is back. Gary, is there a spiritual or vibration reason why there are high points that end? I know it's friendship, relationships, companies. Excellent question, Mr. Phone Number. And I will give you an answer that's hopefully worthy of your question. Have you ever noticed this? You see a business, could be an ice cream parlor, whatever, they're out of business. Shoe store opens up, they're out of business. Something else opens up, they're out of business. One spot is always changing, and they're always going out of business. And you see stores when you were a kid, same shitty sign, they're still in business. There is a vibration to the ground, and I talk about how to find out if you are on good ground or bad ground. And that's been proven, and I've done it for big companies and stuff like that. But that's on the occult webinars. And yes, there is a high point and a low point, and a way you could tell the future. To anybody who missed that webinar, I am really sorry. The people who have been there, and I'm going to run it again in September. So, see you in September. Okay. That really was telling people how they could tell the future. And there is a way. And sometimes like, no, I can't be. And it is, because it does not fail. So, yeah, it's an expensive webinar, but you got to remember also it's about 45 years of research into that stuff. And it's going to be back in September. Hopefully, you'll be there. the phone number again. And the same question must have just... All right. It is now getting to the point where they have this really, if anybody's entrepreneurial and wants to get into this, email me at GaryBrodsky123@AOL.com. And that's if you're not looking like a beast, okay? I'm being honest. There's a new business out there. It's called Rent-A-Gent. And it's making millions. So I know all about that business, and a lot of the guys who are doing it, almost all of them, bought my Gigolo audios and the other audios, and they're making $2,000 to $5,000 a day. So if you're interested in getting in on that, I can't put myself out for rent because the bidding war would be incredible. Email me at GaryBrodsky123@AOL.com. It's easier than you think. I know. I invented it. And now somebody else is using it, and I don't care. Good ideas are kind of hard to hold on to. So GaryBrodsky123@AOL.com. Just say in regards to Rent-A-Gent, which is already copywritten, but we can come up with something a lot better. And you can Google Rent-A-Gent and see how much they're making. Hi, Gary. Hello. Some time ago, when you were working with Adam on Ultimate Occult Encyclopedia, I've been wondering what's been going on with that. Thanks. Me and Adam are still working on that, believe it or not. We want it perfect. Adam is a perfectionist, and right now he's on a world tour giving speeches for a hell of a lot more money than you ever paid for a webinar. And people are lined up for it. He knows his stuff, and he's very private about it, and he's kind of hard to get on, but he's willing to come on and talk about it. So that will be announced soon. I like talking about it. I miss doing the webinars with him. Because one of the best things all right. Chris, include your phone number. I can look it up, but let's make life easier for each other. Time for a soda break. I'm trying to cut down on music. Because this is the only music I have that somebody's going to write and go, he stole music. That guy's always watching. He's always watching. And I'm back. With soda comes smoke. Smoke good. Sort of Frankenstein movie. That's how I started. You ever play Frankenstein when you were a kid? Well, kids don't play kids' games anymore. Boys do not play boys' games. Girls don't play with dolls anymore. They are gender bending us. Don't follow the fucking Luciferians, okay? Fuck them. If you're following a gender-bending, politically correct agenda, we are afraid to approach women, you are now following the Luciferian program they have for you. Don't follow that. It leads to hell on earth and hell in the next life. My belief, okay? And I know I'm not an atheist, and that has hurt my career, but it has helped my life. Think about that. I've been offered big money to come out and say, I am an atheist, but I cannot say that with conviction. It even sounds disgusting to even say it like that. Because they believe that it's just all happened by accident. You can't prove an accident. Here's a fun one. Some girl called me up and said, do you believe in coincidence? So, I was just going to call you and ask you the same question. And she was like, just, little funny stuff. All right, wow. Okay, thank you. And thank you. Thank you. Hey, Gary. Rocky Under Armour. You got there. How's everything? Hey, Dr. Whatever. I can't say your last name. Nice to see you on here. I'm curious. When I wasn't getting laid in high school, girls threw themselves at me all the time. Now I get laid often but need to put a little effort. So it hit me to be calmer, but I still need that paradox. Interesting. What gives? It's kind of a tough question here, but this should answer it. And this should give a lot of good advice to a lot of people. So thank you for the question. High school is the time everybody is in love. Everybody's heart's breaking. You're in love with a different girl every week. So the high school mentality is where you want to bring a woman. And what do I mean by that? You play music from the past, from the old high school days, and you talk about, hey, right, in high school, in high school, did you do that? And you say, yeah, sure. But when you bring them back to high school, you're bringing their mindset back to when they were in love and they were romantic and every kiss meant so much. Instead, most guys say, what do you want to do in the future? The future to everybody is scary. So the high school mentality, no, it was wrong to me. See, in high school mentality is where you want to put them. You put a girl in that mentality, you got her. Because it's before feminism, before anything, when everything was love and romance, and schoolwork was just something that you did in between that. So great pickup technique, right here and on the house. When you meet a girl, start talking about high school. And if you're going to meet a girl young in high school, I don't want to know you. So you meet a girl who's 30 and you talk about high school and that love feeling, that romance feeling, that have to have somebody to love comes right back. Put the oldie station on your car when you're driving, with her in there, of course. There's other musical tricks, but the high school mentality is when women are just so engrossed by love and romance. And then, of course, in college, they beat the shit out of you until you don't even know what the hell love and romance is anymore. And that's the sad part. So thank you for the question. And next, I like this message. It says the message has no content. Wow, lots of questions here. How many? Whoa, look at this. It says this amount of views, and I got I will call all you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being interested. And the phone number will now. Hey, Gary! I heard Paula Abdul say on a talk show that she was abducted by aliens as a vessel for them to communicate. They left. Well, I have a show coming up, not yet announced, on aliens. And I'll tell you something. Alien abduction, outside Operation Green Skies, I'll talk about that during the show, actually does happen because aliens have been here since the beginning. And I have proof. That's right, real proof that they are still here. Directing this, look at the world, always at war, always this, always population reduction. Why? It's come from a power far beyond. And you can change it. And what they want to beat out of you is love, romance, passion, all the things you see dying around you that you have to resurrect. You. Because you're not going to get a letter from the government saying, hey, it's time now to be passionate about life, about love, about women, about, joy, you're not going to get that letter. They're going to give you more stuff. You didn't pay this, you didn't pay that, you owe this, you're turning this shit off. They want to fuck you up, and the only way to beat them is saying, no, I am not going along with your agenda. I love that woman right there. I'm taking her. She's mine. I have the conquering mentality. I will conquer. I will win. They don't want men like that, and they are losing them left and right because guys are cooperating with the enemy. I was in the military, and rule one, don't cooperate with the enemy. And that's what everybody's doing. It comes through your propaganda on TV. I don't even have a TV. I actually do. It's not plugged in, and I will not plug it in. Of course, it's like the biggest one. I had to get that. But not to plug it in, just to have it. I should just take a big black piece of cardboard and paint it. Just, hey, there you go. There's my TV. I don't watch television. Because I know what TV does, and I'll tell you right now. It uses flicker rate and low frequency sound to turn you into a fucking moron. Now somebody's going, you must watch a lot of TV, huh? Funny, huh? Not funny. Well, a lot of people tonight. I still remember the quote, and that's my favorite quote. I am not Metro, I am not PC, I am not a feminized male. Deal with it. That's when I knew you were the guy to listen to and take advice from. On another note, spiritually, I believe in a higher power. I believe I'm not sure if it's no, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Anything that has a problem with that can suck it. I believe now Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Well, I'm with you. Now, I also believe in freedom of religion. And I also believe people have the right to be atheists. But when atheists become evangelists, then I have a problem with them. Because that is the Luciferian agenda. And I'll tell you something about Luciferians. I've infiltrated their temples. I've been to their temples. I know all their stuff. In fact, I wrote one of the best books on magic that can be used by Satanists. They love it. The Powers of Darkness. And Luciferians and Satanists believe in God. They just don't follow him. But they want you not to, because that power knocks them out. I'm going to just get back. I have all the questions right here. And I want to make a point. And I'll make it right now. They are spreading the atheist agenda in a very, very, very destructive way. And I'll use a perfect example. This guy hates me anyway, so what the fuck? Bill Maher has to crack a joke about God. Yeah, he still believes in that? Every comedian, you want to work, you got to put down God. You want a job in mainstream television, you got to put down God and do a whole bunch of other sick stuff. And you know what I'm talking about. That's their agenda. Don't cooperate with the enemy. That's all I have to say. But any religion scares the crap out of them. Because they want to disconnect people from God. Because then, who becomes God? The state. It's like Russia one day, under the Tsars, everybody was religious. The communists took over and said, you know something? We just figured out. There is no God. And every country that's done that, Nazi Germany, Stalin Russia, Mao's China, what they do? We don't believe in God anymore. Now we're going to kill like thousands of people, millions of people because, hey, we have no moral compass. VX, good name. Loud and clear in Hong Kong. All right, this is going international. Great show, Gary. You're getting a fan base over here. Hey, thank you. Hong Kong. I like that. You speak Cantonese there. Easy language for me. I'm not kidding. Ready? Bang Sao, Tan Sao, addiction. I can do a whole Cantonese. Okay, ready? Chow si lo mi mo choi. If you thought that was funny, let me know. If you're not going to ever talk to me again, I can't help sometimes. Those aren't jokes. Those are actually real words. Gary, this girl gets upset. Hey, they all do, okay? Let me tell you something. They all get upset. That's when I talk about the storm to pass. You can have the best girlfriend in the world. There's going to be 5 days a week. She is going to go fucking ballistic. Your whole way of handling that is very simple. Do not engage a woman in an argument. You will lose. You may win the argument, you lose the girl. So this girl gets upset when I don't talk to her or when she doesn't see me. Oh, big problems there. When I do talk to her, she's quiet and reserved. We know each other for almost 2 years, but started to get intimate a few months ago. The fact that she is nervous means she likes me. You're right. Don't forget about this girl. You seem to have her completely in your control. Direct her. Tell her, do this, do that. And if you show somebody appreciation, they'll do 1,000 times more for you. And it's not a mind trick. It's not a game trick. It's just really a great way to get more out of people and make them happy about it so no one loses on that deal. Hey, Dan, how you doing, all right? So glad you mentioned Luciferian, gender-bending, homosexual agenda. Screw them. It's time to wake people up hardcore. Also, the TV thing. I've been listening to classical music. Does that help negate low energy frequency? Absolutely. Lastly, have copies to get women to do anything. Yep. And it loves that mojo bag. They just shut you down? Huh? The Illuminati is real proof for everyone who's watched this show. You mentioned Luciferian Agenda, and God, they shut you down? What do you mean, I'm not here anymore? Oh, this is a little scary. Can anybody see me anymore? Looks like they can. Let me know if anybody can still see me, otherwise I'm talking to myself again. Nothing unusual. But yeah, when I mentioned Lucifer, they watch me like a hawk. Because I know their shit. I used to be part of their shit. That's how I know it. I didn't think it would work. I quit. So if anybody can still see or hear me, just say, hey, I can still see or hear you. Maybe this guy's computer just went on the fritz or whatever. Otherwise, I have to have another show that got cut off, too much truth, and I hate that. So somebody just say, hey, I can still see you or hear you. And of course, if you don't say that, I don't know if you still can. Still loud and clear. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Got a lot of questions here. Steve again. My girlfriend wants to know if you could do a show with your shirt off and loads of tattoos and muscles. I'm going to have to do it. You know, I get so many requests from women to do the show with my shirt off. And I tell her I appreciate it very much. But I don't want to make too many guys feel impotent. You know, it's not what I'm about. But maybe next week I'll do the show with my shirt off. And now the guy told me my show got cut off. Let's see what he has to say about himself. Never mind, my thing got shut down. Keep going, man. Lovely stuff. Hey, thanks. That happens too sometimes. And you can all still see and hear me. No, but when I do mention the Luciferian Agenda, I don't think they even care about it anymore because look how many compliant men they have. And look how many women feminists they have. Feminism didn't work the first time, didn't work the second time. Now they powerized it. They weaponized it. And right now at GaryBrodsky.com packages, you'll see it. It's $10,000 off, and you get every video, every audio, every webinar, and everything ever recorded. Thousands of hours and thousands of pages. You want to be armed to the teeth. You don't want to go into a knife fight with a switchblade comb. Okay? You got to really know what the hell's going on. It's my favorite comb. Yeah, I did the real switchblade in the hair once. It was not too much fun. But, you know, it happens. Oh, how cute. I see you. Nothing else in there. I see you. I see you too. How you doing? I'm not going to make any comments. I'm not going to say your name, nothing. Very, very, very nice. Hot woman here. But I don't have my guarantee knife here. What am I going to do? I have them in the drawer. This better be the good one. Now, if for any reason whatsoever, any of my audios, my oils, anything does not get you the women, the power, or whatever you want, all you got to do is request a refund. We don't even want your stuff back. And you'll have your money cheerfully refunded, and free of charge, we send you the knife to cut it off with. I don't want to comb my hair with this, that's why I kept it in the drawer. That's free of charge. Hey, the Fonz did have a switchblade comb. Happy days. Think about happy days and today, okay? First of all, these days are not too happy. Second of all they tried to do was get girls. And it was considered normal. Now they made you think that it's not normal. Don't go along with their stupid fucking programming, alright? Otherwise, you're going to wind up like those nerds that you see with those voices you can't stand. Okay, Evie. Gary, please, please, please do a show with your shirt off. Alright, next week, I have to do it. Steve, is your girlfriend going to watch next week if I do it? Let me know. I want to have at least a couple of girls watching it. I'll promote the shit out of it. But let me know if she's going to watch. I want to have at least a few. Yep, still see you. P.S. I love that comment about she really has a pussy. She doesn't need that one. That's golden. Vic, thank you. And your Cantonese is better? Your Cantonese is better than mine. Okay. Yeah, actually, I do speak Cantonese, but it just sounds funny. It's funny, I speak a few languages, but nobody speaks anymore. Everybody texts. Got to get rid of that. Because you can't text in Cantonese, it's real hard. All right, last and final round for questions. And now's a good time to go to GaryBrodsky.com, occultforce.com, wealthpluspower.com, braintrainpower.com, and buy something, all right? I'll wait. I don't care. I don't even know how to shut this thing off. I'm here for 3.5 hours. I got to save it, add this, add that. Put it on YouTube. Thumbs up on every one of my YouTube. Come on. I need that. Don't know why. This looks good. Hi, Gary. You just reminded me of an article I read. A woman recently charged a man for rape just because he sucked in bed. I heard about that. This is going to be good. Ridiculous. For that male and any other male out there like him, go to GaryBrodsky.com. Do it now. I'm not fucking around here. Chris. Oh, I've heard stories now. If you're bad in bed, women are chasing guys with knives and stuff like that. Get How to Be Great in Bed. It may save your life. Now, women are getting a little crazy because there's so few guys out there. They finally meet one, and the guy sucks in bed. We're not talking potency here. We're not talking about, Viagra. We're talking about really making a woman feel like a woman in bed. And that's important. Very important for the woman and very important for you. Now, pretty much, I hope covers the equation. Unless you're going to bring some horse or something. Oh, no questions, eh? So this new broadcast is working. I like it better, actually. Time to smoke. So, Steve, get back to me about your girlfriend. Not that I'm trying to pick her up. Maybe I'll inspire you guys to work out. Okay, double bicep. Doesn't take much. The phone number is back. Oh, you are asking for trouble here. Woo! Gary, you tell the girl the truth if she's chubby and she asks if she looks fat in the dress? If you want to lose her, yes. That is one area you must lie. Unless you want the crap beaten out of you and never ever have sex again. No matter, she could be the size of a house. How's his dress look at me? Hold on, I gotta look at shifts. You look great. You tell a woman she looks fat in something, and that just shows you how easy they are to pick up, because they're so concerned about looking fat. There are anorexics, 70 pounds, in mental hospitals who think they look fat. That's how paranoid they are. Never tell a woman she looks fat. My friend did last week, told a woman she looks fat. His funeral is next Tuesday. Okay? It's very nice. Gary, hope you're doing your show with no shirt. Here's a picture of me with no shirt. Evie. Oh, Evie, this is a good picture. With my baby oil. Joking around. This thing's like lip. It's not smoking. Have you get one of those? Now, a question about wealth. My own question. Apparently, I am the only one who smokes. Now, the cigarette industry is a $2 trillion a year industry, and I support it. Okay? I'm doing okay. Well, that's not really true, but I had to say that. Because people always say to me, and I got to say this every night, because I hear it every day, that somebody sees me smoking. If you didn't smoke, you'd probably have an extra $1 million. I say to the guy, or the girl, you don't smoke. Do you have an extra $1 million? They shut right the fuck up. Also, let me recommend another good audio. The Power of Voice. Yes, you'll watch next week. Oh, okay, some other stuff too. Danny boy, how you doing? Which is better? S1000 MK17. Mine ran out. It's time stock up again. Well, Dan, for you, because you've helped me out with some shows and stuff, I'll make a special mixture that you will literally not be able to leave your house and not come back with somebody like with you. So whichever one you order, I will mix it. It will take me about an hour and a half, But boy, will you have fun talking about the results. Okay, last and final round for questions. Oh, I got to turn this off and turn this back on again. Okay, last question. Show is coming to an end. I don't even have a name for this show. That's why I didn't announce it, so we got enough people here. Okay, I guess that's it for questions, but I'm still smoking, so I'm still alive. Smoke, good. Frankenstein said that, so don't quote me on your doctors. Yeah, the women are waking up now. They want to see me without a shirt. Let's see. Oh, more questions came in. Boom. Okay, I will definitely. GR, not a problem. You live in a different country, don't you? Just curious. I'm not going to tell anybody what country you live in because, of course, they know GR. They're going to come looking for you. Just tell me if you're in America or not, because I think I know you're possibly in a different country. So I'm just asking. Because if you do, you can send me an email with the Skype number, whatever, we can talk then. That's the only reason I ask. So let's end the show in the proper way. Well, GR, send me an email anyway telling me your Skype number if you're in a different country. If you're in America, that's fine. Enjoy the political correctness while you can. And everybody, hey, new broadcaster, hopefully it's coming out nice and clear. It says it will upload to YouTube easier, but it says a lot of things. And now, for the Gregorian chants, atheists, please turn off your TV sets because I know you hate this stuff. But I'm serious. Listening to Gregorian chants does empower you. That's what they were made for. So, good night, everybody. Let's take a quick look here. All right. Got everybody's information. And the Gregorian chant will begin now. Bless you all. Good night. I will be back on the air Wednesday when I hope somebody calls in who's normal. Thank you again. GaryBrodsky.com, WealthPlusPower.com, OccultForce.com, BrainTrainPower.com. It all works. Good night, all, and bless all of you. I gotta figure out how to turn this off now, right? Thank God.